We're going to be learning how to use paper to make a mandala design today, which will be a radially symmetrical design, the same all the way around. I'm starting off with a regular piece of printer paper. It's a rectangle, not a square, so I want to make it into a square. If you have thicker paper, that's fine too. This regular thin printer paper works super great. So to make it into a square, the first step that I do is I take one of my corners and I fold it up to the top edge and try to make it match the top edge as well as I can and crease that. You'll see what happens is then I have all this leftover because it's a rectangle and it didn't meet this corner. It just folded up to the top edge and there's this extra right here. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is cut that extra bit off. So I folded the top to meet the edge, the corner to meet the top edge, and then whatever is extra I cut off, and it should then unfold and become a square. So now it's a square, it has that extra part cut off and it has a diagonal line going through it. We want a bunch of lines going through it to mark our lines of symmetry. So I'm going to fold this corner to corner now. I did the diagonal across that one way already, and now mine matches up nicely because it's a square. If that doesn't match up super perfectly at your corners, it'll be okay. Do your best though. So now I have an X going through it. I've done my diagonals. So now I need to do folding side to side to get kind of a plus sign going through it. So I open it up, now I've got an X and a line through the middle, and now I fold side to side the other way. So the next thing I'm gonna do is start to do one design in one of my sections. I have 8 sections, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to focus on just one of my little pie slices, one of these little angles. And I'm going to do a design that I choose. Take your time on this one because it's going to be the same design that you repeat the whole way around. So work slowly and carefully, keeping it somewhat simple because you're going to have to draw it 8 times. So anything you draw in this one, you're going to have to repeat. So slow and careful, but not so detailed that you'll find it difficult to repeat the whole way. So I'm doing different shapes, different types of lines. As I move out, I'm going to do some little squares repeating. I'll try doing 4, and then I'll have to do 4 squares every time I go around. And you will very slowly repeat that same design in each one of the sections. Here it's shown in fast motion, but you will work very slowly on yours. You might even need to take a break between sections because it does take a long time. Once you are ready to add color, you can use whatever coloring tool you would like, as long as you work carefully and slowly, stopping for breaks when you need one. These are examples of mandalas from another school.